Due to the fact that our camp facility is located in isolated areas, it is imperative that all employees staying in our camp know what to do in case of a fire or other evacuation emergency. In the event of a fire, there are strict procedures that must be followed to ensure that everyone gets out of the camp safely and to prevent or eliminate any further danger or hazards associated with a fire. It is important that all workers know the land location of the camp and GPS coordinates if possible. This land location should be posted on the bulletin board in the kitchen and near the main phones at camp. If necessary, the GPS coordinates can be obtained at the chipper parts van through the TM9 system as well. All emergency responders, such as ambulance, fire, etc., will request this location in the event of a camp emergency. Evacuation drills will be conducted to test employee awareness and response. These drills will be timed and documented. This will give a time frame of the amount of time it takes for all to do their designated tasks and to report to the gathering area. Procedure. A pre-designated area will be chosen outside of the camp, away from any potential dangers. This area will be made known to all workers staying in the camp. If an evacuation is required, this will be the meeting place for the workers. Our meeting area is in the yard across from the main entrance to the camp. Muster signs are posted. The supervisor and cook will be responsible for tracking the people staying in each room of the camp and will maintain a daily list of who is staying in the camp. Should an evacuation be necessary, the cook will bring the list to the mustering gathering area outside the camp. The on-site supervisor can use this list for taking a roll call to ensure that all workers are safely out of the camp. All exits will be clearly marked and kept free of clutter. Fire extinguishers will be mounted at all exits, the kitchen, and any other areas where the potential for fire is high. These extinguishers will be checked once per month during formal worksite inspections and will be certified annually. If, upon inspection, a fire extinguisher is found to be defective for any reason, it needs to be removed and replaced with a fully charged, certified replacement fire extinguisher. Fire alarms should be checked regularly, and fire drills conducted to test worker awareness and response. Participation in these drills is mandatory. The floor plan will be posted at strategic locations in the camp. In the event of an evacuation, the following shall be carried out. Workers will check the bedroom next to theirs, take their sleeping bag, and proceed to the gathering area outside of camp via the nearest exit. Workers that sleep nearest to the cook's quarters, washroom, kitchen, and the recreation room shall check those rooms, grab sleeping bag, and proceed to the gathering area outside of the camp via the nearest exit. The cook will get the camp list, grab sleeping bag, and immediately proceed to the gathering area outside the camp via the nearest exit. Alert all persons in outside sleepers or trailers as to the emergency. If a person's room is vacant, do not go looking for them. Assume that they have already exited the camp. As per site requirements, a designated person must be responsible for shutting off any propane tanks, valves for heating the camp, and the power sources. The supervisor will designate this person. Once outside, the supervisor will conduct a roll call to ensure that workers have evacuated safely. If workers have not arrived at the designated area within a reasonable amount of time, based on drill response times, and depending upon the conditions of the evacuation, the on-site supervisor can designate person or persons to attempt a rescue. Remember, any rescue will be dependent upon the conditions at the time of the emergency and the rescuer's knowledge, training, and abilities. Call appropriate emergency resources for assistance, ambulance, fire, etc. Ensure that you know the camp's legal land location. Remember, always park your vehicle a safe distance away from camp to avoid blocking emergency exits and to prevent further hazards if there is a fire. Know the camp's legal land location. Know your emergency numbers. Know your emergency response procedures and your responsibilities in event of an emergency. Know where the fire extinguishers are and how to use them.